4, 7-3. If that nigga wasn't the quarterback, but
shout out to shoulda, woulda, coulda gang.
Definitely.
Monday morning quarterback.
I'm definitely gonna be talking about that nigga tomorrow. But if you didn't know, this is Blerd Cartel post game.
Week 10.
Week 10 of week 18. You know what I mean? It's your boy Hollywood Sensei of the Blerd Cartel. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Follow us on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Twitch, Spotify, Apple Music, Google Podcasts for all your listening needs.
And main Spider Camp here, aka Miss aka they are who they thought they were. So it is what it is. It is what it ain't. If your favorite team lost today, get fucked. If your favorite team won today, all right. It don't matter. I got the Niners at 8-20, so let's make this snappy.
It's the hate for me.
What hate? What hate did I have?
Every team that's not the 49ers.
I don't hate no team. I mean, I hate particular people, but that's neither here nor there.
Oh, yeah, we're aware of your bias. It's okay.
What?
My team lost on Thursday, so I ain't even care today.
Let's just say this week was a struggle for me on both my NFL pool and on fantasy football.
Fantasy football, I'm looking real good. I'm about to be 4-6 now. I just need to be on 4.
I wish I was you. I'm finna be 6-4 because.
Oh, look at that!
Telling you, I told you I was finishing the season. I started 1-5. I'm finishing the season 8-6. I'm telling you,
playoffs.
I'm gonna be higher than that. It's just this week was a struggle.
I'm trying to get that 6 seed.
Multiple people decided to go off today. I'm like, oh, okay. Pat Mahomes had a field day. Couldn't stop
finally,
that.
Jonathan Taylor came to life finally.
Let me see what else happened today. Pat Mahomes decided, you know what, I'm gonna have a field day today. Let me just go wild. It's okay. Well, I figured it was the Jaguars. I expected that. But then Dalvin Cook said, I'm gonna go off to. Christian Kirk decides, you know what, today seems like a good day to go for 100 yards and 2 touchdowns. So it was just a struggle all around when my opposing person has like 3 people that got 30 points. So some weeks you just don't get it. You just don't get it some weeks.
And that's what a disgraceful performance, in my opinion. We threw that game. We gave it away by doing that. We gave them the freaking game.
Playoffs?
Playoffs?
Who is it?
Playoffs?
Holy crap. I don't know who the hell we think we are when we do something like that. Unbelievable. 5 turnovers.
My playoff, my team right now.
We've thrown 4 interceptions for touchdowns this year. That might be an NFL record. That's pitiful. I mean, it's absolutely pitiful to perform like that. Pitiful. What's that? Playoffs? You kidding me? Playoffs? I just hope we can win a game. Another game.
That's how I feel right now about my team. But I think we're gonna win today. Be 4-6. You know what I'm saying? Just win. I'm trying to get in the playoffs at 8-6, and then wild card my way into the bowl game. That's how
I still plan to get my first round bye. It's just this week just happened to be one of them weeks. I still plan to get my first round.
Oh no, we're not getting no bye. The bye is out the window.
For the rest of the season in fantasy, is in Justin Fields we trust.
Why are you hating on me? This has just happened to be a week where people wanted to go off. That's fine. I still plan to get my first round bye, and I plan to win.
So Packers Cowboys trying to go into overtime,
which is absurd. But the Cowboys.
Let's go, CeeDee Lamb. Give me some more yards. Let's go.
The Packers are bound to do something.
We could start with a Germany game: Seahawks versus Bucks. Pretty standard game, I guess. I mean, Geno Smith was all right, 275, 2 touchdowns. It just nobody else showed up. Kenneth Walker III didn't show up. That's the main person that was he's in rookie of the year contention right there, so he didn't show up. But the Bucks kind of showed up. Tom Brady was pedestrian, 22 for 29, 258 touchdown pick.
This like
pedestrian. Right, 100 yards rushing. Chris Godwin was there. Solid game.
Julio had a touchdown.
We had a Julio sight in 2022.
Tom Brady undefeated since the divorce.
Yeah, I'm saying So
Wow.
as a
I
fact,
mean, I'm just saying, since that thing became final, he ain't lost yet. You know,
We could say the mental release on his mind might be good for him. I don't know, because I'm
mental
not gonna speak on
release on his
anybody's.
mind.
I'm not gonna speak on anybody's divorce proceedings or anything of that nature. So it's fine. Either way, they did average what I expect. 20 some points, good defense. It just is what it is. That's fine with me. I ain't got
It
that
is
much to
what
say
it
about
ain't.
that.
But
Like
we
they'll
can.
back into probably winning their division because the Falcons just keep on getting in their own way, unfortunately.
The NFL, the NFC South and the AFC South are the wildest fucking divisions in football. We are.
listen, please, Atlanta, Arthur Smith, Arthur Blank.
He's
I mean,
begging the owner now.
Terry F. Yo, get Mariota the fuck out of there,
Like they keep
please.
getting in their
Begging
own
for
way.
Desmond Ritter.
They keep
Please
getting in
get
their own
him
way.
out. Like, put Desmond Ritter in there.
Now the thing about it, they're not out of it because they're only one game back. They have the tiebreaker, and they do play the Buccaneers. I believe another time this season. So they're
Well,
only one
God
game
bless.
back.
But
It's
shit, we
not
already
over.
lost to the Bucks. We only got literally one division win. Like, we beat the Panthers. We lost to the Panthers.
You got to run
lost,
it back.
already lost to the Saints. And we already lost to the Bucks. So if we lose 2 more times to them niggas, it's a wrap. You know what I mean?
Hey, they got another half of football to go.
And Tom Brady has literally never lost to the Falcons, so I don't know how the fuck we gonna be.
We have
Hey,
another
it's called
half of the
any
season to go, and this
given
season, as we've seen,
Sunday.
it's wild. So anything can happen on any given Sunday.
I guess. You know what I
And
mean?
guess
I'll
what?
have. I guess.
The first opening game, pretty much. Your man.
Broncos country, let's ride. Broncos country, let's ride. Broncos country, let's ride.
Look.
No, they didn't ride. They lost 17-10 to Ryan Tannehill. And it wasn't even a great Titans team. King Henry, 53 yards rushing. Pretty much it. And then Tannehill was Nick Westbrook caught 2 touchdowns. I don't know who the fuck this guy is. He went 5 receptions, 119 yards, 2 touchdowns. Who the fuck is that?
I mean, all I can say with that is, I'm sorry for Jerry Jeudy. He got hurt in the game, so he left, I think, relatively early, which is unfortunate.
Jerry Jeudy didn't even play.
No, he got hurt in the game, as far as I remember. He played and he got hurt in the game. So it was really early and it's unfortunate. The Broncos struggles just continue. It's bad all the way around. So, it's just bad all the way around. I mean, at least Russ can throw for above 200 yards now, but it ain't looking good. The head coach is gonna get fired.
Yo, hold on, real quick.
Yeah, they can't run the ball. You know
I'll say it's just struggles all the way around.
The Broncos have the worst leftover running back stable in the league. They got Latavius Murray, Melvin Gordon, Chase Evans. Chase Edmonds. So it's just
it's the worst leftover running back.
They're all like number 2s.
Running back by committee.
Time Melvin Gordon was something. Once upon a time.
By committee, bro.
Once upon a time, Latavius Murray was something. Remember that? I'm just saying. So Broncos country.
By committee.
Let's ride. Broncos country.
They're gonna ride next year. Hopefully be better.
They're gonna ride for 3 and 6. I'll tell you that much. So
Broncos
next year. That's all I can tell you.
Titans at 6-3. They're one of the worst division in football. Miami trounced the Browns. That's nothing.
That's the worst division in football.
The AFC South.
Let me make sure.
AFC South not the worst division in football. We're not.
It's one of the South.
Yeah, I guess I can say because all the rest of them teams they just struggle to score like 20 points. Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. Miami 39, Browns 17. So Miami goes 7-3, pretty good. Nick Chubb doing Nick Chubb things, pretty good, and then
they're fumble
being inferior as usual. And
in Deshaun, we wait. That is their name. In Deshaun, we wait.
Definitely.
Even though by the time they get to Deshaun Watson, they probably won't even be able to.
Right.
In playoff contention, but either way.
Shout out to Tua suck on your areola. 285, 3 touchdowns, no picks.
Undefeated when Tua plays a full game. Just letting you know.
Jeff Wilson, $119 out there. I mean,
I think yeah, we got rid of Jeff Wilson Jr. for that. Okay, sounds good. Enjoy our leftovers. We got C-Mac. We got Elijah Mitchell coming back. Ooh, Niners looking real good. We only missing Eric Armstead on defense.
Here we go.
Good to me. Sounds good to me. You know,
the bias.
how the bias? We got rid of Jeff Wilson Jr.
No, just the bias for the 49ers. We hear it in your voice. You can continue.
That's fair. 3-6 Steelers win against the 3-7 Saints. Not much of a game, really. George
TJ Watt
Pickens.
came back. TJ Watt came back, gave him the spark.
Oh yeah, TJ Watt was a thing. So
he came back, and then of course the Saints, they started Andy Dalton. They've lost faith in Jameis Winston. They don't.
Red Rocket. Don't
Kamara can't run the ball.
Thomas has been shut down for the year. So I mean, Thomas shut down for the year. I already knew it was over when they shut him down.
Free Chris Olave.
Yeah. Another team that next year might be better if they can get a quarterback. So, you know.
Shout out to Mike Thomas. He just has a pinky toe injury, so he's going on IR for that. So
yeah, he just trying to get out of New Orleans. Just release that nigga.
Not on that contract.
Hey, Kenny Pickett was really putting on a show. 199 yards, and that's it. No touchdowns, no.
Yeah,
no INTs. He got
they have a touchdown on the ground. 51 yards rushing.
Oh yeah, it wasn't Najee Harris, so.
Everybody who drafted Najee Harris in probably my third, fourth round. I'm so sorry for all of you. Maybe better luck next year.
But if you wanted a more electrifying game, you could have watched the Lions versus the Bears. The Lions won by 31-30. So they both got 3 wins. Look at that.
Doggone it, Justin Fields! I put my hope in you, and you came up short.
Justin Fields had 147 yards rushing and 2 touchdowns. Hey,
the crazy thing about it, Justin Fields will end up being like another Lamar Jackson, though he does have an arm on him. So it's going to be interesting to see how he develops over the rest of the season.
He has nobody to throw to.
St. Brown 119 yards receiving. You know, no other receiver over 50 yards on the Lions, but you know he had a $119.
Shout out Armand St. Brown, my guy. I believe they would have had a fair number
and
amount
of
receiver
in the league.
Yards.
Chase Claypool, 1 catch, 8 yards.
Nice. Hey, you remember that guy? Remember TJ Hawkinson that they traded? Yeah, I don't know, but I don't know why I brought that up.
Don't worry. The Vikings remember.
I guess the NFL's greatest weeb, Jamal Williams, 59 yards and a touchdown. Jared Goff had no interceptions, so that's pretty mundane.
Had one touchdown, no picks. You know what I mean?
I love these 3-win teams are just going at it and making the NFL so exciting to watch. But I guess they're already saying game of the year, Vikings versus the Bills.
I mean, that's a really good contender because I would say that's the best game we've seen this year.
Kirko Cousins.
Put that shit on. Put that shit on. Put that shit on. Put that shit on. Put that shit on.
Mr. Put that shit on. You know what I'm saying? So
Kirko, put that shit on.
Kirky said, "Oh, y'all don't want to believe in the Vikings? I got a win for you right here. Statement win. Now the Vikings have to be taken seriously.
They do because the Bills went in a deep bag and made Devin Singletary a threat in this game. So, which he's one of the most inefficient running backs in the league.
They also had a 2 touchdown lead, but we ain't gonna talk about that.
I'm just saying it was 14-7, and then the Bills went up some more.
Like I said, we ain't gonna talk about that lead.
Gabe Davis went up, and then it was pretty much 24-10, and then Vikings started coming back. Dalvin Cook just went ballistic in the second half, and then more field goals later. It was a field goal game, but a defensive fumble recovery for a touchdown was a deciding factor in this game.
Yep. When Allen fumbled at the goal line, it's like, oh, okay, I see how this is gonna go. But either way, the Bills gonna have to look at their secondary. Their secondary can't just give up 200 yards to Justin Jefferson, though he is putting up his own personal hand in the ring for best receiver in the league right now. I have to give my hat to him. they cannot let one receiver go off for 200 yards. They can't do that and have Super Bowl aspirations.
Well, listen, the
No.
Vikings are just known for that. Randy Moss, Stephon Diggs
I
wasn't.
don't care. They cannot. Justin Jefferson has only done that one other time this season, career.
But
Either
Justin
way,
Jefferson about
can't
to
let that
break the
happen.
record for most 100-yard receiving yards in the first 3 years. He's about to break the record.
If you have Super Bowl aspirations, you cannot let a receiver go off for 200 yards. I find people have 100-yard seasons. That's fine. You cannot let one receiver kill you for 200 yards. Not to mention, do we even need to speak on those two beautiful catches, especially that fourth down miraculous catch that Justin Jefferson came down with, that the freaking safety decided, no, let me try to catch the ball. Knock it down. Everybody always wanted to go for the interception. Your job is to make sure they don't catch, not that you catch. Like, literally, this man got one arm in between your two. And you
could you imagine?
No.
Could you imagine if Adam Thielen had all the hype that that he did because of a number one receiver, and he got rid of Thielen and got. Imagine if it was Diggs and Jefferson on the same team.
Jesus Christ,
Lord give us strength.
But either way, the Bills have to look at their secondary, because this lets you know. Well, not only do you have a 2-touchdown lead and you let that mug go away because of a combination of run defense, which is already a problem because
it's Von Miller. They depend on Von Miller too much on defense.
I'm not screw that. Like, that's one thing, but no, your run defense can't be that bad to where the second half they go ballistic. But even two, you cannot let a receiver go off for 200 yards and get a fourth down that he had no business catching, for one. And then he got you again when they got up to the goal line later on down that same drive.
You gonna turn on Stephon Diggs catch of the year with a little one-handed draw on 3rd and 15?
It ain't. I don't think it's touching Justin Jefferson's right now. Justin Jefferson saved that game.
My bad.
Listen, Odell even said something about it, so you know.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's the king of the one-hander.
They can't. They can't have Super Bowl aspirations and let this kind of loss happen. Not only did they let a team come back, they let themselves get gaffed on the run game in the second half, and then get one receiver to get almost 200 yards and single-handedly make them two most important catches on the drive that put the game back. Nah, I'm sorry. They can't have Super Bowl aspirations and let that happen to them. Just no. Then, not only that, to top it all off, they were driving down the field in overtime, and what happens? Interception. So, like, this game was sloppy on the Bills the entire way going. They, like, the entire second half. I'm gonna say the whole way going. Second half was just abomination. Like, they literally fell apart the entire second half. They can't let that happen.
Well, one I think the one play that broke them was Dalvin. They let Dalvin Cook go off for like an 80-yard run for a touchdown. So I mean,
it's multiple ways they lost the game. To me, I don't even go for that, because you let yourself get hit by that. Justin Jefferson's catch almost took the soul out of them when he kept that catch, and then another one right behind it. You follow that up with fumble at the goal line, an interception in overtime to seal away the game when you're at the goal line again. It's these red zone defense and red zone interceptions and turnovers that's literally killed them in this game. The Bills let this one go. They let that game go. They had that game in control 24-7, 24-10. They had that game purely in control, no problems, and next thing you know, they just let it go. So that's on the Bills. My hat's off to the Vikings. Wonderful game. Justin Jefferson putting his hat in the ring for best receiver in the league. The Bills let that game go. And then
Put that shit on. Put that shit on. Put that shit on.
The Bills, they finna eat that one. They're gonna have to eat those. Because now with this one, they barely have a lead. No, they don't have a lead no more. They don't even have the number one seed anymore. Now the Dolphins have it, because the Dolphins are 7-3. They don't even have the number one seed anymore.
Yeah,
so now they gotta eat this.
Dolphins gotta take their bye week, so I don't really count that too much.
They also have the tiebreaker over the Bills, because remember they beat the Bills in week 3. So they don't. They
gotta play it. They gotta play it back. They gotta run it back.
Either way, you still got the tiebreaker over them currently. The Bills gonna eat this one. This is an ugly loss for the Bills. They gonna have to eat.
The East teams, the AFC East and NFC East, are the hardest divisions right now, because you can't afford a loss.
Definitely. 4 turnovers. That's what did the Bills in. You know what I mean?
They gave that game away, man.
2 interceptions, 2 fumble loss. You know what I mean?
Gave that game away.
They the turnovers fucked them over. But you know,
if we running it back, Danny Dimes 7-2 Giants. They beat on the lonely Texans. They only won 7-1. Free Damian Pierce, that ain't happening. But you know,
I'm still
Davis
surprised.
Mills 300 yards.
I'm still surprised nobody went and got Brandon Cooks off that team for the trade deadline. That one shocked me. I'm sorry. He begging to get traded. Nobody easy deep threat.
Just
Still
doing
got
Michael.
Mike.
Just doing Michael Thomas, snub their toe, and just be like,
I
all
just
right,
can't believe they didn't go for Brandon Cooks, man. Like I ain't talking about the same, just anybody. Didn't
stub
go for
your
Brandon
toe, go on the IR, and you good to go.
Simple.
Shout out to Jeff Saturday's Colts. They won. Of course, they beat the Raiders. That ain't nothing new. But
I'm gonna go ahead and say it now.
She
I
on
don't.
33 carries.
I'm not gonna advocate for anybody to lose their job, but I would not be surprised if Josh McDaniels gets fired come Monday morning. You lost to Jeff Saturday and the Matt Ryan return Colts. I'm sorry, like
and a Jonathan
at
Taylor
this point,
Colts. Jonathan Taylor return. Don't do that.
I'm sorry. At this point, you may not make it to Monday morning. I would not be surprised if Monday morning we all wake up and we see Josh McDaniels has been fired from. I'm sorry. Just the team last year lost their number one receiver, didn't have Devontae Adams. Darren Waller was injured for like 6 games, something like that, and they made the playoffs. And we come back, you got a better number one wide receiver, to replace we're not gonna speak it, to replace him. So you got a better number one wide receiver, made investments on defense, and you're what 2-7,
2-7,
and you lose to Jeff Saturday. I respect Jeff
Darren
Saturday.
Waller still on
It's
IR.
questions
He
about
just
his
got the
hire.
IR today.
And you lose to Jeff Saturday and Matt Ryan, who ain't started in like 2 or 3 weeks.
Free Darren Waller.
Jonathan Taylor.
Blame that run defense. 207 yards rushing
And
for the
you let
Colts.
Jonathan Taylor remember who he was from last year. I'm sorry. Just
free Darren Waller.
They
Man,
might not
Ryan,
make
9.5 yards to carry in this game.
Free
Mhm.
Devontae Adams. Talking about some Darren Waller.
Nah,
Adams.
you can't free him.
What?
He took the money.
You know what? I'm gonna leave it at that. I would not be surprised if Josh McDaniels gets fired coming tomorrow.
You can't say free Devontae. He took the money.
That's true. He took the money.
Take the money.
I don't think he expected it to be this bad. He did not expect it to be this bad. Like regardless, he took the money. That's one thing. You don't expect it to be this bad. But I mean, honestly, they probably would be better if he was still in Green Bay. But just
that's debatable.
McDaniels gonna be gone after this year. Like it was holding out any kind of hope that they would turn out in the season. Nah, he gone after this year. He might not make it past tomorrow. But this loss, not only is the Colts questionable because first you hired Jeff Saturday after firing Frank Reich, but then you let Jeff Saturday put Matt Ryan back in after this supposed 12-hour meeting with Frank Reich and the owner Jim Irsay about we want to put in this new rookie and we're gonna see what we have in him, but you can't keep Matt Ryan starting. Oh, okay, see how this works. And then you fire Jeff Saturday first week. Oh, Matt Ryan, you can go back in there. What? So it's already questionable on the Colts. But McDaniels, you lose to that? Oh, okay. Like who are they throwing to? Like they had to run Jonathan Taylor. Who are they throwing to? You know what?
Hey, shout out Jeff Saturday. Shout out to Eli in the booth. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah. I would not be surprised if McDaniels
shout out to Fabio Foreign
with their job. He can already go ahead and get
ready to featuring Eli Manning. Let's go.
Listen, if I love what it sounds like, but it wouldn't be a music podcast if you don't put Eli in the booth and rate his bars. You know what I mean? So I'd say you just put some
we can go
put some legitimacy in your show and talk about Eli in the booth.
I think get ready for them to return to
definitely gotta give Eli
McDaniels to return back to the bosom of the Patriots because he gonna have to go back there because
he's gonna have to go back there.
He'll have to go back home to New England.
Shout out to everybody going under the Belichick wing and decide to go on their own and fuck up. So
he probably gonna end up returning back to Belichick because please believe he done after this. So
we didn't talk about the Chiefs. We didn't talk about the Chiefs and Jags. I mean, Chiefs won, so there you go. That's all we really got to talk about.
Yeah. Shout out to the Cowboys taking that
Packers.
Yep, the Cowboys decided to choke away a game to the Packers. So they choked away a game to the Packers.
Undisputed gonna be lit tomorrow.
How about those?
Gonna be lit.
Oh boy!
Hold on. Well, so let me read out these stats real quick. Dak Prescott threw for 265. It's garbage yards, 3 touchdowns. Tony Pollard went for 115. He's probably better than Zeke at this point. CD Lamb 150 yards, 2 touchdowns. Dallas Schultz went off for 54 yards and
Zeke wasn't even
touchdown.
playing.
I'm just saying he might be better than Zeke at this point. And they still lost. You know why?
yeah, they still
I don't
lost.
know why. Aaron Rodgers was 224 yards, 3 touchdowns. Aaron Jones did whatever he wanted. Who is
Yeah, I
this?
mean, you want your
Christian Watson? Christian
The
Watson
rookie.
for 100 yards, 3 touchdowns, hat trick? Who is
Yeah,
this?
and
Guy?
you want to know why? It's because they decided that they secondary was just gonna lay an egg today.
Who
Like
is
Aaron Rodgers and the
no, no,
Green
no,
Bay
no, no,
Packers.
no, 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 no. We got Trayvon Diggs. We got Michael Parsons. We got
Their
the Wolf
secondary.
Hunter.
Yeah, well, I ain't talking about pass rush. Their secondary decided to lay an egg and let Green Bay, who ain't
Not
scored above
Trayvon
Green
Diggs.
Bay ain't scored above 2 touchdowns for dang near 5 to 7 games this season.
Who the
and they go off of 31.
I ask you again. Who the fuck is Christian Watson? This ain't Allen
It's their
Lazard.
first round draft pick, if I remember right.
Who the fuck
Second
is
round.
Second round draft pick.
Who the fuck is Christian Watson, and why the fuck is he going off for a hat trick?
Tell them that. All I have to say.
Ask Trayvon Diggs.
Yeah. Ask your wonderful secondary who decided to lay an egg and let Green Bay score 30. Green Bay ain't scored 30 this season.
But according
maybe
to Skip Bayless, 11 from heaven, Michael Parsons.
maybe against the Bears. But Green Bay ain't scored above 2 touchdowns for the better part of this season. And y'all let them go off of 31? Oh, okay. 31? Okay. Aaron Jones did 100 yards. Christian Watson ain't been able to reach 100 yards or multiple touchdowns during this season.
Guess what? Sammy, we got a Sammy Watkins sighting in Green Bay.
Sammy Watkins? Three receptions, 47 yards?
Disgusted. I'm disgusted in the Cowboys. It's just as soon as you figure that they're going to try to make a run at these Eagles or whatever.
And don't forget the most electrifying NFC West showdown, the Cardinals with Colt McCoy versus the Rams and
John Walford.
John Walford.
Which is why I was sitting here laughing at these people in this chat where it was like, oh, Cooper Kupp dead, Stafford, like, he ain't even play. Cooper Kupp dead. Please. Cooper Kupp had over 100 yards last week. Whatever.
Hey, but you still get the Niners and Chargers coming up. So
3 receptions, negative 1 yard for Cooper.
Negative 1 yards. If you shout out to Cooper Kupp for doing what he did.
I ain't even knocking. Like the Rams are done. Like you can go ahead and chalk them up.
It's over.
They done. The Rams
3
are
and 6. Yeah, it's
ain't no hope of them repeating.
Unless they pull off 8 in a row, I don't know.
They done.
I need the Niners to get that win tonight against the Chargers. And guess what? The Chargers with no Keenan Allen, no Mike Williams. We should
it's Joshua Palmer and Austin Eckler against the world.
The NFL's greatest mulatto, Austin Eckler.
Oh wow!
He would stop him. He's just black enough for Nick Bosa to exert his hatred and rage on him. I'm not saying Nick Bosa's a racist, but allegedly he's a racist. But Austin Eckler should be black enough for him to get enough sacks, get enough tackles. You know what I mean? That's all I ask. Nothing crazy. Other than that, we got Elijah Mitchell coming back. We got Debo coming back. Why the hate?
All this 49er riding.
I need confident Jimmy D tonight. That's all
this 49er riding, bro. It's just disturbing at times. It's like
Christian McCaffrey throwing another touchdown pass? Or no?
I don't think he's doing that. But in the chat, I'm gonna play Return of the Mac, not for Khalil Mack, but C Mac. So
like I said, all this 49er riding is just ugh.
Can I be a fan or no?
There's a difference between being a fan and just riding the heck out of them while we're on live stream. But
I just want them to go to the playoffs.
No, you don't. You want them to win the Super Bowl and just be crown Jimmy G. Like that's what you want. Don't act like ain't what you want. It's for them to just like Super Bowl. That's what you want. Don't act like that.
Listen, I pray for them to go to the Super Bowl, but I want Kirko Cousins to go to the Super Bowl. Iced out. I just want to put that shit on. That's all. Nothing crazy.
Kirk Cousins got that statement win, even though it was basically because the Bills decided to hand it to him on silver platter.
It's a team game.
The Vikings got that statement win. Now they have to be taken seriously. So now we're looking at Vikings, Eagles. The Cowboys just got rid of their seriousness by giving up a game to the Green Bay Packers. So the Cowboys can't be taken serious right now.
Yes, so Tom Brady's back. Just
We
all
got
that's all you need
Eagles.
to know.
Post divorce Tom Brady might make a little playoff run.
Brady's back.
Oh, they're gonna make the playoffs. Now, how far in the playoffs, I don't know. But you got the Eagles, you got the Vikings, you got what may be the Buccaneers. I don't know if we're gonna take them seriously quite yet, but at least they're here. They 500. Matter of fact, I gotta say that they 500. So might
500.
make it work. And we'll see
Make
what the
it- make it
Cowboys
do
can't
what
be
it do,
taken
baby.
seriously. The Giants can't be taken seriously. And the rest of the NFC, you really don't matter. This, to be honest with you. So I mean, we'll see. We shall see. Oh, I'm missing
Well,
a blue.
Eagles, Deadskins.
And
Eagles
Jalen Hurts
by
looks tough.
20. Eagles by 20.
Eagles by 20.
Eagles by 20.
How dare you? Tyler Henneke ain't not gonna have
Eagles by 20. AJ Brown goes off for 120 yards, 2 touchdowns. Eagles by 20.
Well, guess what? D Hop ruined my ticket, so
I'll take the
I don't
Eagles.
care what happened.
Touchdown.
I just need D Hop to get a touchdown, but whatever.
I'm just gonna have to chalk this. I'm gonna chalk this week up to it just wasn't the way this week. I'm chalking this week up.
Is Kyler Murray 1-1 since Call of Duty came out?
Let Kyler Murray make it, man. He trying to get his team into the playoffs. Just let him make it.
McCoy is trying to get his team into the playoffs.
Let him make it.
Kyler, are you taller than a fifth grader?
Oh, good. I'm glad I ain't the only one that watches that YouTube segment. I'm gonna leave it at that.
It's an actual question. It's a reasonable question.
Oh, the disrespect. But then again, I expect that from the 49ers fan who only loves the 49ers and the other 3 teams he tends to hate on and disrespect. I'm used to it.
I enjoy other teams.
Not in your division. No, I'm used to the hatred of the 40. I'm used to the hatred of the Rams, the Seahawks, and the Cardinals. I'm used to it.
I got Geno Smith in fantasy, so all right, do what you got.
You still don't have to like him. You just need him to do work.
Do what you need to do. Do what it do, baby.
Exactly. Like I said, I know you ain't gotta like him. You just need him to do his work. It's respectable. It's understood.
So in the money league, shout out to Monterey being 6-3. He's getting smoked right now. So
make that 6-4 because this week ain't gonna go well. So just say 6-4.
Hollywood Sensei is gonna take the win, which I appreciate him. We're both gonna be 4-6 because I'm gonna be 4-6 also. So I didn't put on the best performance, but it's fine.
All I can do is prepare for next week because this week
that's all you can do. And guess what?
I'm going on that run, man. I'm getting to the
I play the Monterey. I play Snarf and Slop. So
I'm sorry. You're gonna get the L next week. So
how am I get the L?
You getting a clean L next week. I'm gonna tell you that now.
Your team ain't that great.
You be saying that until you realize why I'm 6-4. Okay.
Why are you 6-4? That's the real question.
I'm good.
Oh, hold on. Let's put Jamar Chase is out, so that's your best player. You got Travis Kelce, okay. And then other than that, I don't know how you're winning.
You'll see next week. Don't worry, you'll see next week.
You got Nick Chubb, which you didn't start, so you don't care, obviously.
This week was gonna be a loss regardless.
So how are you winning?
You'll see next week.
You gonna play Russ?
And whoever works, just between the two of them, it's quarterback by committee.
You had 2 choices.
Broncos country, let's ride.
Quarterback by committee.
Which one are you starting?
Quarterback
Put
by
that shit
committee.
on or Bronco Country? Let's ride.
You will find out next week. Quarterback by committee.
Okay. So he's lying in everybody's face. I don't do that.
What are you talking about? It's quarterback by committee. I've started both this season.
I'm starting Geno Smith next week. So
I'm aware. I'm proud of you.
Oh, Geno Smith has a bye, so I'm starting Tom Brady next week. Oh, Tom Brady got a bye. Oh no.
I don't know if I should keep riding this Justin Fields wave or throw Joe Shiesty in there next week, but I might. No, Fields playing the Falcons. I'm keeping Justin Fields in there. He playing the Falcons next week. Yeah.
He gonna be different.
You know what?
He might run for 200 yards. I'm keeping
for you, Monterey. I'm throwing in Matt Ryan. Fuck it.
Okay. It ain't gonna matter. You still gonna get this L, so I don't really care who you.
I'm gonna get this L. All you have is Travis Kelce.
I
got Kamara. I got Josh Jacobs, Deebo Samuel.
We'll see next
Kyle
week.
Pitts, Cordell Patterson, and Deebo.
You will see next week.
All right. Let me know. You're my road to the playoffs. So
Oh well, you're gonna have to add one loss because that road gonna get a little bumpy next week, and then after
shit.
that it should be smooth
I
sailing.
can't afford any more losses. I got 6 of them already.
Well, I can't afford no more. I don't need more than 4 losses, so I gotta get back on the stride. So, it what it is.
It's only for a couple of dollars. I mean, you could take this. We could meet up in the playoffs.
Yeah, we'll meet up, but I need the higher seating. So
Hollywood, you gonna make the playoffs with me?
It
Not everybody
depends.
can make the playoffs.
I need a lot of people to lose. You know what I mean, I'm
Go ahead.
currently in ninth place. You know what I mean?
Yeah, set this line up.
But
You gonna set the line
like I
for week
said,
10? Shout out
I
to
screwed around and forgot. That's why Nick Chubb wasn't in there, even though he wouldn't have helped.
So my lineup for next week, not looking too great, but
Is that Russell Wilson against the Las Vegas Raiders? Wait a minute, Broncos country might ride for real. Hold up,
I dare you to play him.
Broncos country, let's ride for real.
I smell a weakness.
It might be that time. It might be that time. Hold up. We might need to edit the
Broncos country, let's ride. Broncos country, let's ride. Broncos country, let's ride.
In
You thinking
Russ
that?
we trust. We might be time. Russ is due for that monster game, that 300-yard, 3-touchdown game. In Russ we trust. It's
Take
time.
it easy. I'm out. Keep revising the call.
Well, since he's out, Peyton Manning.
It might be time.
Stop
In
it.
Russ we trust.
If I lose, listen, put a little bet out there. All you gotta do is this. Anybody watching, right? Make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube channel first and foremost. I will cash app you a little dubski if I don't beat my rate next week. You gotta enter the chat and say I'm in on the bet. So I'm giving pretty stationary instructions. Enter the chat of this video. Say I'm in on the bet. If I lose to Monterey Hudson, I will cash out you $20. It's gonna be a random drawing. You have to be subscribed to the channel. He's not gonna be with Russell Wilson. It's not happening.
In Russ we trust. Boy, that man gonna be heartbroken when he see Russ go off 289 yards.
I'm pulling out
Broncos country.
Let's ride.
He gonna be upset when Russ go off.
I can get
300-yard game, 3
I'm gonna get Davis Mills. He'll be
upset.
Sheesh, not Davis Mills.
I'm gonna get Davis Mills and bust it.
You better off starting Jacoby Brissett.
He gonna
I'm
be
not
upset.
starting Jacoby Brissett.
He gonna be upset.
Go grab Marcus Mariota.
In Russ we trust.
Listen, these are my choices: Kenny Pickett, Tyler Henneke, Jacoby Brissett, Andy Dalton, Jared Goff, Marcus Mariota.
In Russ we trust.
And guess what? Who's another choice? I'm going Matty Ice. Matty Ice.
In Russ we trust. Russ is due 300. I'm saying that 289, 3 touchdowns. Russ is gonna be here for a week.
With Jerry Jeudy possibly out?
In Russ we trust. It's gonna be a beautiful thing. It's gonna be beautiful because the Raiders don't know how to Raider themselves out of games. They only know how to give it to the other team.
The Raiders gonna get
Russ
right.
We trust.
The Raiders gonna get right.
Broncos country.
Let's ride. In Russ we trust, baby. Oh yeah. It's gonna be the ultimate disrespect.
I need to beat Monterey to get in the playoffs. So
no, you don't.
You
just need to win the other games after you lose.
Actually, I don't. Actually, I need to win all 4 of these games to get in the playoffs. So it is what it is. I need to be 8-6.
You can get in at 3-1. You can get in 3-1.
Stop it. Anyways,
7 is fine. What are you gonna be 8? 7 is fine. You can get in 3-1.
No,
7-7.
If he goes 7-7 and I'm 8-6, thank you. You know what I mean?
No. See,
you know what I mean?
But Amazing Spider can't hear, aka Mr. AKA Broncos country. Let's ride. Kirko Cousins, put that shit on. You know what I'm saying? Week 10. Put that
Let's
shit on.
go.
We had 3 shows yesterday, a solid 3. Make it make sense. Welcome to Hollywood, After Dark. So, I mean, go check out them 3 shows. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. That's all you need to do. Nothing too extra. Go watch the 49ers game as we beat the Chargers. If we don't beat them, then just negate me saying that also. So, that doesn't really matter. But, Locker Room Talk, Mondays, we'll be back.
We back tomorrow. You know what I mean?
Hope some new topics. Roundtable, Wednesdays. What it sound like Thursdays. Fridays here and there. And then we back with the little 3-peat on Saturday. So I still need to watch Black Panther, but that's neither here nor there.
Shame.
Now it's a shame. I'm not gonna dress all in white, so just like I'm gonna just go there, buy my ticket, just get there. Maybe I'll watch it tomorrow. Maybe I'll watch it tomorrow after work. I don't know.
You should.
Hollywood, we can find you at besides here.
Hollywood Sensei of the Blerd Cartel, man. You know, you catch me tomorrow, Locker Room Talk. You know what I mean? Blerd Cartel, everything. You know what I mean? Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Twitch, Spotify, Apple Music, Google Podcasts for your listening needs. And then, you know, off this joint, you can find me Hollywood _Sensei 215 on TikTok, Sensei Hollywood on Twitter, Hollywood _Sensei on Instagram.
We might need that Blerd Cartel plays fucking God of War Ragnarok. Might wants to do that. Just
Blerd
saying.
Cartel got to listen. I'm with it.
Monterey Hudson, where you can find you at?
What's good? It's your boy Monterey Hudson, aka In Russ We Trust. Your boy gonna carry me to that 7-4 next week. Either way, we here. You know you can find your boy Monterey Hudson everywhere it says Monterey Hudson. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, especially. We here, we growing. Blerd Cartel, overall 99. Shout out to the GGC Mafia and of course Broke Dudes. We here. In Russ We Trust.
I need you to shut the hell up for the immediate future.
Broncos country. Let's ride.
Let's ride.
Broncos country, let's ride. Put that shit on.
Put that shit on. You know what I mean?
Broncos country. Let's ride. Broncos country. Let's ride.
Yeah, that's gonna be clipped. Other than that, we out.
It's fine. War God of War. I ain't worried about y'all.
All right, I'm gonna be watching the Niners.
We out of here. You know what I mean?
Peace.